Nobody has it all. Nobody. Not the rich, not the famous, not the beautiful, not even the ones you secretly admire. And until you understand this, you will keep feeling small in a world where you are already complete in your own way. Okay, let me tell you a story. Some years back, children of a humble pastor were attending a private school in Ibadan. Their father was not rich in money, but he was rich in culture, experience, and simplicity. He would take them to the mountain for prayers, show them trees, teach them hunting, buy them bushmeat, let them roasted eyoko, and tell them stories about nature and life. In the same school, there was a boy from a wealthy home. His father had money, real money. Holiday meant flights, not buses. London trips, not village visits. Fine restaurants, not roadside roasting. One day after resumption, children started doing what children always do. They began to compare holidays. The rich boy proudly told one of the pastor's daughter how his father took them to London. He spoke about flying in an airplane, visit sea life aquarium, Thames launch cruise, beautiful places. Then he asked her with that childish pride, "Has your own daddy taken you to London before?" You know now, you already know that tone. The girl stood there quietly, already shrinking, already feeling less. But her sister, who had been listening, stepped in. She looked at the boy and asked calmly, "Have you ever been to Orioke Ebioki? Have you climbed Orioke Erio?" The boy froze. She continued, "Have you seen Igi Iroko before? Have you ever seen Eye Odidere, Eye Awoko? Have you eaten Eroya or Kere?" Then she began to describe these things like treasures. The mountain, the trees, the birds, the taste of bushmeat. And I'm feeling like eating one. The experience of nature. Something shifted. The same boy who came to oppress suddenly became confused, then emotional. Then he started crying. Yes, crying. Because in his mind, these girls had experienced something deeper, something richer, something he had never seen before. He got home and reported to his parents how his classmates went to better places than London, demanding to go there too. The father was confused. The name he was even mentioning didn't even make sense to him. But the boy insisted. So the next day, the father followed him to class while dropping him off to hear it himself. When the girl explained again, the man just stood there disappointed and amused at the same time. He now turned to his son and tried to explain, "My friend, London is far better than those places. The food you had is better. The experience is bigger." But the boy refused because to him, he had already discovered what he didn't have. At the end, the father had to promise to take him to those mysterious places before the boy could calm down. Now, pause. Look at what just happened. The boy came to intimidate, but he left feeling inferior. The girl had less money, but she had something the boy did not have. That is life. Let me say it again so it enters well. Nobody has it all. The problem is not that you lack. The problem is that you are looking at life from one angle. On social media, you see people traveling abroad, posting fine food, wearing expensive clothes, buying cars, building houses, showing happy families. And quietly, you begin to shrink. But what you don't realize is that they are showing their strength. You are focusing on your weakness. You don't see their struggles. You don't see what they lack. You don't see what they wish they had that you already have. Let me break it down for you. There is someone with money who cannot sleep at night. There is someone with beauty who is battling with deep insecurity. There is someone married who envies your freedom. There is someone abroad who misses the peace you enjoy at home. There is someone with a car who wishes for strength your legs still have. There is someone eating expensive food who has been warned by doctors not to eat half of what you eat freely. That your simple amala and ewedu eating in peace is a luxury to someone on a hospital bed, but you will not see it because it is not posted. History and life keep proving this. While the mighty soldiers of Israel were shaking before Goliath, a small boy named David carried something they did not have: courage, precision, and belief. The palace of Pharaoh was filled with wise men, educated, powerful, respected, yet none of them could interpret a dream. He took a prisoner, Joseph, to solve what power could not. A man driving a Range Rover, rushing to save his dying wife, got struck in a traffic. The wife was saved by an Okada rider. That bike that looks less valuable became the most important thing in that moment. So tell me, who really had an advantage? You may be mocked. They may say you don't have money, no car, no house, no husband, no wife, no children, no connection, no big job. But check well. There is something you have that they don't have. You just refuse to see it. Let me even talk to you directly. If they say they are richer, you have peace of mind. If they fly abroad for treatment, you have sound health. If they have beauty, you have confidence. If they can sing, you can speak. If they have many fans, you have fewer enemies. If they eat shawarma, you eat amala. If they eat cake, you eat akara. You can even argue that Alakara is healthier. Life is not one-sided. Stand in front of the mirror and look at yourself. Not with criticism, not with comparison, but with understanding. Look at how far you have come. Look at the dangers you have escaped. Look at the battles you have survived. Look at the strengths that you carry. There are people better than you that did not make it this far. Yet here you are, still standing. Look at people like Kobam Sissoko, blind. Yet his name echoes across the world through his gift. Look at Nick Vujicic, no arms, no legs. Yet he stands on global stage, inspiring millions. They did not wait to have everything. They maximized what they had. That is the message. Stop waiting to have it all before you value yourself. Use what you have. Celebrate what you have. Grow what you have. Because the person you admire is also lacking something you already possess. I am proud of the little I have. You should be too. Because that little you are ignoring may be someone else's prayer point. If this content makes sense to you, please share. My name is Betawale.